Let's go. We have a blue, no, green and a red textile. And we have another whole card. Go to the roof. Now we can let the moths eat the silk scarf.
Lily had often wished to go to the zoo to feed the animals.
Meep! Meep!
It was even more beautiful than she had imagined.
And we start.
Lily knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Well, who said it? Now Lily had a stiff towel with holes.
Talk to the bee man.
Hello, stranger. Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still fighting it. Something about this freedom stinks.
He's so philosophical.
The candles smelled wonderfully of honey and flowers. At least that's what Lily assumed. The flowers in the convent always smelled like insecticide. Lily liked to smell them nonetheless.
Okay.
That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion, but not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us into thinking that we're free. And now that no one is stopping us from leaving the asylum, it provides us with a welcome excuse to refuse to leave. Right you are, stranger. I'm just running away from my responsibilities. The responsibility to myself, to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
Lily was glad that she had helped the bee man. Soon he would be in a better place.
We acquired a yellow textile. And we have a feather duster for Mr. Frog. Frog. Yeah, let's go. No.
What do you have there? A feather duster? Not that I would want to have a feather duster. Oh, no. No matter how pretty they look. Which doesn't mean that I can't hold it for a second. Just one little second. That would be completely harmless. Don't you think? Give it to me now. Ah, what a relief. And just look. I even found my old spare sheets. Here, go ahead and take it. You've earned it.
we have the white sheet.
But Lily...
Yeah, we have the fire restriction on.
Oh dear, Lily really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Do we need to do the ghost costume there?
Lily understood the principle of locks and keys, even if it sometimes appeared otherwise.
Do we scare him?
What do you have there? Let me... Aha! Mm-hmm. Oh ho! Washing machine drum. It is clean.
How do we get a blue textile? Is this? Does this count?
What do you have there? Let me see. Aha! Mm-hmm. Oh ho! Washing machine drum. It is clean.
Okay. Nothing else here. Can we lockpick the surveillance room? Oh, we still have the keycard. It's a different calendar.
Yikes! What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
This is what we need the ghost
Yikes!
costume for.
A ghost? How sweet. Finally someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping me here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the 7th circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. Ugh. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all? Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.
Now we have blue fabric. Not sure if we could have gotten out this way.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, yes. That has to be washed immediately. But please do it in the right urinal. Go ahead and call me Picky. What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the blue urinal as much as you like. What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the yellow urinal as much as you like.
We even acquired the stuff in the right order. Like in the
What do
order
you have
the
there?
urinals are
Let
there.
me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the green urinal as much as you like. What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the red urinal as much as you like.
Okay, and how do we have to color the ingredients now? I think I first need to get the pizza up. Whoa! A pigeon just landed in front of my window. Hi. And it's gone. I wanted to take a photo.
Ah, Druggle-Jug. Indeed. You've forgotten bananas for my good friend Druggle-Jug. No one shall want for food at my table. Get rid of it. Take it from our sight.
Green broccoli. Red tomatoes. Blue blueberries. Yellow bananas.
No, everyone is unhappy except Drog, because he can't see the broccoli. Can't I? Wait.
Yellow bananas.
I can't.
Red to green, blue.
Can't skip this apparently. Let me save anyway. And we go to the washing room and figure out how we need to color this shit. Where's my pencil? Just had it earlier. Ah, here. Okay. I mean, this whole concept is stupid, that I can't see something when it's the color they can't see. Or maybe it needs to be so they think it's the color of the thing they want. Okay. Petra wants broccoli and Druggle-Jug doesn't want broccoli. So it's fine if the broccoli is green, because Druggle-Jug can't see green or blue. He wants bananas and Peter doesn't want bananas. And Peter can't see green or red, so we need to dye the bananas red. Peter wants blueberries, Adrian doesn't want blueberries. They both can't see red, but Adrian can't see yellow, so yellow blueberries. Adrian wants tomato, and Petra doesn't. They both can't see yellow, so tomato needs to be green. And the Does the broccoli then need to be blue? Oh yeah, so Drog can't see it, but Peter can. Okay. What do we have? Red bananas.
How about that? Red bananas.
Blue broccoli.
How about that? Blue broccoli.
Green tomatoes.
How about that? Green tomatoes.
And yellow blueberries.
How about that? Yellow blueberries.
I mean, broccoli still looks kind of greenish.
Yellow blueberries. Red bananas. Green tomatoes.
Isn't that a movie? Fried green tomatoes.
Blue broccoli.
Everyone is happy? Yes. I think you got a achievement for that as well.
Ah, the pizza! Well then. Superb, superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Druggle Jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How could I be satisfied in such a world, in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Druggle Jug. Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Druggle Jug.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lily found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lily did in fact hear drums. An enormous army seemed to be waiting for them in the nearby mountains.
Wait, are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hoth Motigor's most important memorial into a reservoir, the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire is a mysterious local guide. You're tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo
I want a different role.
Shush.
are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim.
Huh? That's you!
Only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do? Roll for charisma, Peter.
Do I have to? That was to be expected.
Snippo is just about the ugliest dope you've ever seen. Sir Druggelot looked splendid in his shiny armor.
Druggeljug.
Mithril armor? Really?
Druggeljug.
Okay then. In his mithril armor. Petrulla sat by the fire and watched the tea kettle. Briefly describe yourself.
Well, I'm like a totally powerful wizard and pretty, but also totally powerful. And I'm wearing a robe embroidered with gold. And it's totally pretty, you know? Underneath the hood, I look like totally gothic, but pretty.
Thanks, Petra. That's enough. The hooded figure sat silently at the campfire. Strange. I can't remember him being in the adventure. Which source book does he come from?
Hello, Lily Grim. Would you like to be amused by my funny pranks? Then watch me. And are you amused? I didn't think I'd ever say such a thing, but I'd wish we'd go into battle instead of just hanging around here. I'd much prefer a quick, bloody death to this endless humiliation. I'm not afraid of the goblins, if that's what you mean. I'm not worried about being cut into little pieces by mighty goblin swords. And I'm not bothered by the rumors that they wrap the intestines of their victims around thorny spears. For I am Snippo, the funny prankster of the group. Yes, it doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball, and I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snippo, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative. And as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion. I understand. You want to see the trick with the 55 balls? I have to disappoint you. The traveler thinks it's too hectic. And apparently this game is about fulfilling the obscure wishes of randomly appearing cowl wearers. At least this game is sticking to the book. You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
Hello, Lily Grim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go out. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable, but the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilligrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Druggelot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge just to sleep. But something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
I know what you want to say. You're here to fight. Not to sleep, right? Maybe tonight we should.
Remain calm and gather our strength. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. Acting in haste is never a good idea. Don't worry. I'm sure the goblins won't attack us tonight. They're guarding their reservoir dam in the gorge. But I do wonder what their plans are. Damming up the Pink River and flooding the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Why? It's all very mysterious.
By the way, I thought for Peter, if we told him to juggle with 3 balls, he would lose one, and that's how he got the ball, so I wanted to pick that last. But yeah, always go in the direction.
Are you worried about the fire? Usually, I'd agree with you. Those few logs are certainly not enough to keep the fire burning through the night. Plus, the best things always happen to you when you go into the forest looking for firewood. You find treasure maps, fall into enchanted wells, or meet merchants with magical amulets. Maybe I should.
Relax a little and call it a day. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. There doesn't always have to be an adventure, and the night is pretty warm. I'll wait up to put the last log on the fire. Then I'll turn in too.
The night is warm and full of terrors.
Are you as tired as I am?
My goodness. Whom do we have here then? A little barbarian warrioress? I sense
Amazonian.
great anger in you. Could it be that the thirst for battle sits in this little chest? Then let me give you some advice. Swallow it. The most successful battle is the one that doesn't even have to be fought. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
Lilligrim could hardly believe her ears. Wasn't this a fantasy role-playing game? What fun was there in imagining aimlessly sitting around a campfire? Lilligrim didn't dream of listening to the soothing advice of the mysterious NPC. If anything, it just made her angrier. Too bad that she had to stop herself from losing control. She would have loved to have screamed this dope's head off.
Petra.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle? The goblins are keeping quiet. Maybe too quiet. What could the goblins be planning? Why did they submerge one of the kingdom's greatest memorials underwater? Something similar happened to me once. But that was an accident. But I don't really think that the Royal Loo can be considered a memorial.
Was that after the party in the toilet?
If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears. Don't you want to sleep? I wonder why. Because I'm really exhausted. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle? Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for the...
Take some wood. Why do you need to get around?
You try putting the logs on the fire. Roll for sneak and hide so Sdragalot doesn't wake up. Done! The logs were in the fire. But the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen. Good! The ball was stuck.
But child, what are you doing? This noise can't possibly be good for the group harmony. Without wanting to rush you, maybe now is the time for controlled, well-considered action. If you proceed with the required calm, I'm sure you'll be able to defuse the situation before there's a disaster. I really must insist you stop making that sound. Can't you see that you're threatening to destroy the idyllic calm?
But that's to arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
That sound. I have to keep calm. No. Enough. I can't take it anymore. This noise is driving me crazy. I'm losing control. To arms.
Finally, the fun part of the role-playing game began. The group stormed the battlefield with no restraint. They were led by Lilligren, who furiously swung her berserker sword in circles. And as the dice rolled in the institution, so did the heads of goblins in Hoth Modagor. It seems it is a good idea to occasionally vent your rage. It was a short battle. The goblins were powerless against the fury unleashed by the group. The plans of the Goblin King were thwarted.
Lilligrim found the defeated monarch cowering beneath one of the support beams of the dam.
Lily. Poor, foolish Lily. That was a terrible mistake.
Lilligrim was still wondering what he meant when she heard an ominous crack above her. When the pink floods had subsided, our heroes were faced with an incredible sight. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories.
Will you look at that?
I have to admit, I'm really blown away.
We shouldn't be here.
Ha! You've always been quite the comedian, Snippo.
No, I mean it. This valley is cursed. I heard that. Wait a second. Lily?
What's wrong with her?
Do we get XPs now?
Lily had seen the truth. I'm sure you can imagine how she felt at that moment. You can't? Oh well. Who knows what really goes on in the mind of a little girl?
Do you feel all right, little girl? Little girl? Hello? Are you okay? I was worried, you know? Brr. Am I crazy, or did it just get colder in here?
Yeah, so we discovered our uncomfortable memories of killing our classmates. Now we may lose control the role playing.
You're certainly a brave warrioress. All of Hoth Motigor is in your debt.
You?
It's so depressing. I'm supposed to award experience points to improve a talent. Expressive dance, making music, lockpicking. I don't actually want to be able to do any of those things. Isn't there a talent such as accepting one's fate? Or assigning experience points without experiencing an existential crisis?
Peter's dithering made Lily furious. Couldn't the notorious whiner make even the most basic decisions? Lily would have liked to smack him across the face, but something held her back.
Doesn't.
Ouch! You're right. I'll just increase pick locks, and that's it.
If you smack him across the face
There.
a lot of times.
Why don't you just hold on to the character sheet? I don't want anything to do with it anymore.
You also get an achievement. You get one for by completing the roleplay. I mean, that's a story achievement. Can we talk to
That
Petra?
was fun! You really have to play with us again sometime.
Druggle Jug?
Oh no, that's... Do we lockpick here? Can't handle sharp objects.
Lily decided to pick the lock, and yet again, what? Lily wished she was as skilled as her new... Lily wished she... Lily had probably broken it for good. It sounded crazy, but she now actually had the skill to pick locks. Done. The gate was open. She wondered if... It was true. She'd opened the real gate during her trance. The path to the asylum's tower was now free. Somewhere in the dark uncertainty, there she would find her friend. Without really thinking about it, Lily took the stuffed rabbit with her. If she was going to enter Dr. Marcel's realm, she didn't want to do it alone, like she usually did.
I think I'm gonna end it here and do another episode. Bye.